places in all of sports, Lincoln, Nebraska is home to Memorial Stadium. 85,000 strong, pack it in every time this team kicks it off. Lincoln becomes one of the most special places to watch a college football game. Definitely a bucket list item. Nebraska continues to be one of the strongest traditions in college sports. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Cornhuskers ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Takes the handoff. It's Hansen fighting off the defender. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
To the air, it's Beck. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown, Nebraska! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3 and out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To the back. Turning it on!
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Nittany Lions have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Moving the pocket, it's Beck. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. They'll run the sneak for it. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical in the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Under pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Makes the grab. It's Sowell. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. He's at the 20. Smashes ahead. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
The Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Going for 6. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
He's got the tight end, and that one did not work.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Wants to throw again. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Penn State! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. From deep, it's Barney. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. On the move, it's Ives. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind. Line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Makes the catch. It's Barney. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the right. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. They'll run the screen. Out midfield, he's got room. There he goes. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Huskers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Fires on the move. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Coming out with it, it's Robinson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit back locked up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for space, it's Hansen. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And he avoids the sack.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Straight ahead, it's Hansen. Swamped immediately.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Got him quickly. Quick step and go. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Will, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Sowell. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Turning it on. Past the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
He'll do it himself. He had no chance. A host of defenders back there for a loss of 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
All right, defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. Job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they go for it on 4th down, especially during these situations.
No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Cornhuskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Out wide right, it's Nelson. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Huskers are marching down the field. Sells to run, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Huskers!
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They have some time here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Moving out to the right. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. Right on target this time. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Looking for a deep man. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. Big guy tries to barrel in. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. The corners are walked up tight. They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Calandria. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Selling the fake. They're all over it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, Reese, the one guy's name you haven't called yet is this big fella tight end right here. He's one of the better ones that we see week in, week out. And finally, in the 2nd quarter, they get him a completion. This has to keep going now for the offense. You got to keep looking his way. He's too big of a weapon to ignore. If they're going to win this game, he needs more touches.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Barney.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Trying to squeak through the pile. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Calandria. Finds his big tight end. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. Nebraska calls a timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Fresh downs going up top. Between the hashes, it's Sowell. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over it. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Barney. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Sets his feet. It's Calandria. Comes down. It's Nelson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Making the adjustment on the play. On the move. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Wants to throw one first. Out wide left, it's Nelson. Down enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Second and long here. The play fake. Right side, it's Hunter. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Man, this quarterback's got a short-term memory, boy. After the interception on the last drive, that looked so ugly, but he's come out and he's been able to turn the page. 4 for 4 now on this drive, throwing it. He's got himself right back in, locked in a really, really nice rhythm. I don't think you have anything to worry about if you're the head coach looking at your quarterback, seeing how he's responded to that mistake on the last drive.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Nelson. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick with the physical ground game late in the game. That's how you finish opponents off.
Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. An 84-yard drive there, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Following that last play, there is an injured Cornhusker who is still on the field. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the run, it's Hansen. There he goes. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Off play action on first down. He'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he got loose. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Could be an alley. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Dropping back, it's Beck. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. This should be the last play of the quarter. Drops back on first down. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. It's Sowell. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking for the edge. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Finds his tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll get him down after a solid return. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Caught, it's Barney. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Brought down at the... Yard line, it's a gain of 6.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field of play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
The fake wants to throw. Left side is Barney. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Working the ground game. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Sets his feet. It's Calandria. Out wide right, it's Nelson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Tight end finds a soft spot. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area.
Looking for the end zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Husker! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he added the extra point. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee. Picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. One of the great things about the early part of the season, high-profile non-conference games, and that's what we have for you on EA Sports College Football. It's the Florida Gators and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
One of the most beautiful backdrops in all of college sports. LaBelle Edwards Stadium with the mountains shining behind it. Many say it is one of the most beautiful fields you'll ever play on. 63,000 strong, the Cougars have proven to be one of the best home crowds. Their spirit and their noise makes it a tough place to play at elevation. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Gators will kick off first, and here we go. Deep in the end zone, it's Bachmeier. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. From the gun, the running back has it. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
That is such a nice example of the defense reading and reacting and locating the football on the sweep play. They weren't fooled at all. They knew they were trying to go to the outside. They got leverage, corralled the back, got him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Bachmeier. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And this offense comes out first down, tries to run the football, no answer. 2nd down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great plays.
And guys, this 3rd and long is not exactly how they drew it up. Hopefully it's not an indication of what we'll see the rest of the game. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Bachmeier. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
Love the play call. I love being aggressive there in the first play of the drive, backed up on your own end. There's a lot of coordinators that would just try to run the ball, get some more room, get into a rhythm, but they're taking a shot right away, find some real estate. Receiver, QB on the same page. It's looking really nice if you're on offense.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. Turns it on in midfield. Got a lot of room to the right. The 20. Inside the touchdown Gators. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. On the return, it's Bachmeier. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage you would have gotten with a touchback. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Down 7-0, and they'll have a chance to match the score on this drive. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run him again. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Left side, it's Bachmeier. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Here comes the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
And the Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. They've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Looking left. Intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finds his man. Plows through the defense. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him. You better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Gators will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Tells the run, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gators! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking for a gap. It's Martin. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him one. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Caught. Got room at the 35. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Back's got it on the screen. Makes his man miss. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Cougars! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. On to attempt to try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Finds his big tight end. Turning it on. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Right side, it's Jackson. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Nice job by the quarterback knowing where his answer was against the blitz and against man coverage, picking up that completion.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Sells to fake. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Singleton. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Play action on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Picked off! What a play by this defense! He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Back's got it on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on second down from the 13. Quick give. It's Martin. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Third and long coming up. Moves the pocket. It's Bachmeier. Finds his target. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Motion from the wideout. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Rush is on. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Rush right in his face. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They need a huge play on third and long. Looking looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He wants to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Running right, it's ball. Defense all over it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
On the option. He'll pitch it. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll be thinking about that one, almost an interception. And the Gators need to pick it up on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
On the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Escapes the pressure to his right. And that one's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. Fires on the move. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Unleashes one deep. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Just about set to get this second half underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's ball. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Rolls right. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. On that play-action fake, the action was the quarterback got clobbered after he faked the handoff.
It definitely didn't work. The fake is supposed to be the most important part of that, to try to get the guys to suck up just for a second. But you could tell the offensive line, they weren't able to hold their blocks. Defense got...
There he goes. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a...
Snags it, and he's open. The 20. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bachmeier. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Trying to get behind the defense. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. It puts so much pressure on a defense when a quarterback can get out of the pocket like that and has a chance and is willing to take a chance to try to make a big play downfield.
Well, that's why defensive ends have to keep contained. You got to keep that rabbit in the cage, right? You can't let him outside the cage, let him start roaming, because now it opens up my defense for big-time plays. They didn't get stung by it this time. The quarterback didn't find it to be open, couldn't make a completion, but you got to keep that guy in the pocket.
Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverage.
Makes the grab in their space. Inside the touchdown, Cougar! A great catch and run for 6.
That's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. Tries to do it himself. He's brought down, and that one never had a chance, and the 2-point conversion attempt fails. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He's got the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, this guy is so dangerous with the ball in his hand. That was an RPO. He caught that thing behind the line of scrimmage, but once he had it, he made one quick cut, and that was it. His speed, his elusiveness, he is so dangerous. Defense just couldn't corral him, and he rips off a huge play on what was a very, very short throw on the RPO.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Here's Jaden one more time. He breaks a tackle. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Off-play action. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Ball again. And he swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. He's going to fire deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Martin. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And now let's take a look at the stats of what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
When you're in zone coverage and it's third down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback. Break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those. They need to pay for him. Be physical. Make sure he doesn't catch that football.
And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's changing the play. Got to make the play on fourth. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Look out! Turns it upfield.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
The Cougars have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They just keep firing. Got it in the middle. It's Bachmeier. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Cougars are rolling down the field. The run inside. It's Martin.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
On play action. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. It's Buckmeyer. Breaks into the open. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Driven back.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Buckmeyer. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Single extra point doesn't help you much at this stage, so they'll go for 2 and try to push it out to a field goal late. Looking to throw. And the sticky fingers allow them to grab the 2-point conversion.
And I think you hear about this chart all the time, when to go for 2, when not to go for 2. Smart decision. Second half, being up by 1 doesn't help you. Getting that 2-point conversion, that's a big deal. Now this offense up by a field goal.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Out wide right, it's Ball. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Ball. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They're working that left side. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Now on 2nd down. They'll give it to Ball. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Drives inside. Gets away from one, finds room. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. The snap sets up the throw. Flip it out to the back on the screen. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Here's a give the ball. Hard running there. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
Money down, man. That's what coaches talk about. One of the first things they look at on the stat sheet is how did we do on third down executing, and how about this offense on this drive? 3 third-down conversions. That's how you sustain drives. That's how you become a great offense.
Here's Jaden one more time. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
You need points to win this game, but it's a good sign that your offensive line is firing off the ball here late and getting some push. That was a really good-looking run late in this one.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now, so take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
High quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Right side, it's Jackson. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, They were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.